Have you ever wondered how an ordinary young man with no money, no powerful last name, and no special connections built one of the greatest financial empires in United States history? John D. Rockefeller's success story is not just about oil, it's about mindset, strategy, and a commitment to long-term growth. His rise from humble beginnings to becoming one of the wealthiest individuals of all time didn't happen by accident. It was the result of clear principles and intentional action. Today, you'll discover the strategies that helped him build his empire and how you can apply them to your own financial life right here in America. I've spent years studying financial strategies, both historical and modern, and I can tell you this: the moment you shift your mindset and apply these time-tested principles, everything changes. Your relationship with money transforms. Your goals become clearer. Your habits start to support your long-term vision. These aren't just abstract concepts, they're practical tools for building real wealth in the United States. So many people across the country feel like they're working hard, paying their bills on time, trying to save when possible. Yet they never quite achieve real financial freedom. The pattern is frustrating. Money comes in and goes right back out. It can feel like you're stuck on a treadmill that never stops. If this sounds familiar, it's important to know that you're not alone and there is a way out. The key difference between those who build lasting wealth and those who continue to struggle often comes down to financial strategy. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter with your money. John D. Rockefeller began his life with very few advantages. He was born in 1839 in Richford, New York, into a working-class family. His father was often absent, and his mother worked hard to raise the children with strong values. Rockefeller learned early that every penny mattered, kept a ledger from a young age, tracking every dollar he earned and every cent he spent. That habit of financial awareness was the seed of his future success. What set Rockefeller apart from most people wasn't that he made a lot of money, it was how he thought about money. To him, wealth was not something you stumbled into. It was something you created with discipline, vision, and consistency. From a young age, he developed habits that anyone can apply. He made a decision early in life. He would save aggressively, reinvest wisely, and never stop learning. One of Rockefeller's core beliefs was that money should serve a purpose. He never saw money as something to spend frivolously or flash around. Instead, he viewed every dollar as a worker, something that should be put to use, generating even more value. That way of thinking gave him a major edge. While others were busy spending their income on immediate pleasures, Rockefeller was focused on growth. His most important financial rule was simple but powerful: never waste, always reinvest. He understood that building wealth wasn't just about having high income, it was about what you did with your income. He avoided wasteful expenses and focused on turning profits into productive investments. This principle can be applied by anyone today, whether you're investing in the stock market, launching a business, or building passive income streams. In the US, though, he became famous for his role in the oil industry. Rockefeller understood early on that putting all your money into a single source of income was dangerous. He started with oil refineries, but over time he diversified his interests into banking, real estate, and transportation, including railroads. That diversification protected him from risk and created multiple income streams that supported his empire. Even today, the principle of diversification remains one of the most powerful tools for building wealth. If you live in the US, you can diversify by owning shares of index funds or ETFs, buying rental property, or starting side businesses. Relying on a single paycheck or investment leaves you vulnerable. Rockefeller's approach teaches us to think broader and create financial safety nets through variety. Another cornerstone of his success was reinvestment. Rockefeller didn't just take profits and enjoy them, he used them to fuel further growth. Each time his business generated income, he set aside a portion to reinvest. That process created a compounding effect, where every reinvestment led to more earnings, and those earnings led to even more reinvestment. This snowball effect is incredibly powerful and works in today's economy as well. Whether you're investing in dividend-paying stocks, real estate that generates rental income, or even online businesses, the idea remains the same. Don't consume all your profits. Let a portion go back into growth. That's how wealth multiplies over time. One of Rockefeller's most aggressive business strategies was vertical integration. He didn't want to simply sell oil, he wanted to control the entire process. From extraction to refining to transportation to distribution, he worked to control every link in the supply chain. This gave him more control, reduced his costs, and increased his profits. Today, vertical integration is still a valuable strategy, especially for entrepreneurs. If you run a business in the US, think about how you can own more of your process. Can you handle your own marketing, shipping, or manufacturing? Owning more steps allows you to capture more value and protect yourself from supply chain risks. It's a powerful way to gain a competitive advantage. But Rockefeller also understood that success didn't come from isolation. He relied heavily on strategic partnerships and strong networks. He was an excellent negotiator who built relationships with banks, railroads, and even competitors. These connections gave him access to information, deals, and resources that most people never saw. No matter what industry you're in, relationships matter. In the modern world, networking is more important than ever. If you want to grow financially, you need people around you who challenge, support, and inspire you. Building connections with investors, mentors, and successful peers can open doors and accelerate your progress in ways money alone can't. One aspect of Rockefeller's life that often gets overlooked is his approach to philanthropy. He wasn't just interested in getting rich, he wanted his wealth to make a meaningful difference. But he didn't give randomly or emotionally. He treated philanthropy as a strategic investment in the future. He funded schools, libraries, medical research, and other initiatives that would uplift entire communities. In the US, charitable giving also provides tax advantages. But beyond the tax benefits, strategic giving builds reputation, influence, and legacy. Rockefeller believed that the purpose of wealth was to serve humanity. If you adopt this mindset, you'll find that giving back becomes a source of fulfillment, not just an obligation. Rockefeller also made sure that his wealth didn't disappear after he was gone, created a financial structure that would support his family for generations. This is what we call intergenerational wealth. He set up trusts, foundations, and investment systems that were designed to last far beyond his lifetime. Even if you're starting with modest means, you can begin laying the foundation for future generations. In the United States, there are tools like Roth IRAs, 401s, family trusts, and real estate holdings that can help you build assets that grow and provide income over time. The goal is to create a system where your money works for you and your family long after you've stopped working. Now let's talk about Rockefeller's golden rules. These timeless principles still apply today and can serve as the foundation of your personal wealth strategy. First, maintain full control over your investments. Always know where your money is going and why. Don't rely completely on financial advisors. Educate yourself and make informed decisions. Second, reinvest with a long-term mindset. Short-term wins are exciting, but real wealth is built over years. Think in terms of decades, not days. Third, diversify your assets. Own stocks, real estate, small businesses, and income-generating tools. Spread your risk and increase your opportunities. These principles are not complex, but they require discipline. That's where most people fall short. They want quick results and give up when things get hard. Rockefeller's legacy proves that those who stick to the plan, reinvest, diversify, and think long-term are the ones who succeed. And here's a truth you must accept. The only difference between someone who achieves financial success and someone who doesn't is action. Every day you delay is a day your money could have been working for you. Every excuse is a missed opportunity to learn, grow, or invest. Rockefeller wasn't afraid to invest early, took calculated risks, and made bold decisions. But he always did his homework. He understood that patience and consistency would produce far greater results than trying to time the market or chase trends. The most powerful step you can take is to begin. Even if it's small, even if you feel uncertain, start by saving a little more. Learn about investing, build a network, launch that business idea you've been sitting on. Over time, these small steps create massive results. As Rockefeller once said, success comes from constant effort and hard work. He didn't wait for the perfect moment. He acted with the information and resources he had. If these strategies made sense to you, now's your time to take action. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below, sharing which of Rockefeller's strategies you're going to implement first. The journey to financial freedom doesn't start with a big inheritance or a six-figure job. It starts with a shift in mindset and a willingness to act. Rockefeller proved that no matter where you begin, you can build a legacy of wealth, impact, and purpose. You now have the tools. The only question is, what will you do with them? Start today. Your future self will thank you.